Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Lionel KB and I'm coming back to you with another video. Today we'll be talking about my dating life. So let's jump right into it. So as you guys can see here, I got a little notebook because, I'm trying to keep tabs on what I'm talking about. I really want to just, make sure I don't go off on a tangent and everything. So let's get into it. So I'm just going to be explaining as to why I pretty much can't date Geminis. I dated like 3 of them and it just didn't go the way that I thought dating someone would go. I don't really expect my dating each person to go well. Of course, dating is its own experience with each person. But these last few times have just been shitty. It's just not good. So the first guy, we're gonna name him, what are we gonna name him? We're gonna name him Pineapple. So let's get right into the story because it is one for the books. So the way I found out about Pineapple, we had went to a party. We went to the party, my friend, my group of friends, my girlfriends. We had all went together and I saw him there, I saw him dancing and everything. And my friend were telling me, I was before we got to the party, I was like, is there any gay people there? Because I kind of want to try to flirt with somebody, try to get at somebody. And she was like, oh, my friend Pineapple is there. And I was like, okay, for sure. So get to the party and he's there and I see him and I'm like, okay, he's cute. I see him dancing and everything. I'm paying attention to him and I get a few drinks in and I see him drinking and he dancing, and then I told my friends, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go over there and talk to him. And then I got nervous. I didn't go over there and talk to him. So I was like, okay, let me just wait a little bit. Let me just wait. So I finally built up the courage, went over there and started dancing, and then he was twerking and throwing some ass. So I got right up behind him and I was like, what's good? I started yiking on him and we was getting it, we was feeling it and everything, and it was cool. I was really enjoying the party. And me, I'm the life of the party. So when I was at the party, I was of course dancing by myself and getting it, feeling the groove. But yeah, so me and him after the party was dying down and everything. I eventually walked up to him and I was like, hey, do you have Snapchat? And then he was like, yeah. And I was like, okay, for sure, what's your Snapchat? And then he gave me his Snapchat, and then me trying to be cool, I looked at my friends and I was like, got a snap. I winked at my friends and I just felt so cool, y'all. I was like, yes, got a snap. It was so lit. So after that, me and him were texting back and forth, and he was super nice, y'all. He was just so nice and he was very caring. We would text each other good morning and everything, and ask about my day. I would ask about him about his day and everything. And then we went on our date. We went to the movies. We saw I forgot what movie we saw, but it was supposed to be a scary movie. And me personally, I do not like watching scary movies for myself. I need someone there to watch it with me in order for me to enjoy them. I like scary movies, but I just can't watch them by myself, Yeah. So yeah, we watched a scary movie and I'm over scared, sitting in my seat, freaking shivering and everything, and holding on to him, you're doing cute shit, you feel me? And then after the movie is over and everything, we're just talking and holding hands, and it was really nice. I was vibing with him, y'all. It was pretty chill, and we were just talking and everything. And then we went to Denny's and we ate, and we just was really just going back and forth. We just were having some good ass conversations. He was vibing off me, I was vibing off him, and we were just laughing hella loud. We were literally in Denny's just bugging everybody because we were just being we were just being loud. We were naturally being ourselves and everything. And then I ended up taking him home, and we sitting there kissing and making out and rubbing and feeling and getting all in the stuff. We didn't do too much, but we was feeling each other, So yeah, after that we just was chilling. We still communicate and everything, and probably 2 weeks into it, he cut me off. He was just pretty much saying oh, I don't think this is gonna work and everything, and I was like, okay, that's fine. That is 100% fine. I mean, I was still in my feelings, of course, because who won't be in their feelings after you just go on a date with someone and you thought that show was cool? Of course you're gonna be in your feelings. So I was low-key in my feelings and everything. And then after that, my friend, she invited me to another party, and I was like, okay, for sure. And then some time had passed between when he cut me off and the party. It was probably like a week or two, and my friend had said that there was another party going on, and then she was like, oh, but he's going to be there. And then I was like, okay, for sure. She was like, do you think you can handle him being there and everything? I was like, yeah, I'm not really tripping off of him. And then we finally pull up to the party. Me and my friends are chilling. I'm like looking like I'm looking decent. Like I just got off work, so I was looking cute because I look cute whenever I go to work. But I was looking decent. So yeah, we go to the party. We're in the backyard, just like vibing, drinking and everything, like just drinking on some beer and stuff. And then out of nowhere, he comes up to me. He's drunk as fuck, y'all. This boy comes up to me. He's like, oh my gosh, Lionel, oh my gosh, how are you doing? I'm like, I'm fine, how are you? He's like, oh, I'm good. Mind you, we're around a group of people, guys. Like, we're around like a few people. And he's like hella drunk, just all in my face. And he's like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry for how everything ended. Like, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings and blah, blah, blah. I was like, Pineapple, we're cool. Like, I'm not really tripping off this. And he just kept on and on and on. And I was like, we can talk about this another time. Like, this is not the time or place. And he was like, oh my gosh, you're right. And I was like, yeah, I know. And then I just kind of like left him and like let him be. He went to go hang out with his friends, and I continued to like hang out with my friends. And I'm not even gonna lie, like I was embarrassed because I was like, why would you talk about this in front of everybody? Why would you bring this up? Like, I know you're drunk, but bitch, something should have been clicking. Like, don't talk about this. Like, the fuck are you doing? So after that, we was just like chilling at the party. Me and my friends were just chilling at the party, dancing and everything. And then he comes back, you guys. Like, he comes back and starts dancing on me. And no lie, like I'm just standing there. I'm like this, just. And then like he just kept going, and I'm like, bro, like I gave him one good thrust, and then I just walked away. And then I was like, okay, I guess I gotta go. Like, this is just not the business. And then we just did not talk after that party. Well, actually we did talk after the party. We just didn't talk for the rest of the party. Like, I was like, okay, me and my friends were like, okay, we're gonna go. And so we left because the party was dying down anyway, so we had just dipped. And then right when I got home, I sent them this message because I was high-key irritated. I was pretty much telling him like, hey, don't try that shit again, because that really wasn't cool. Like, I felt like he really disrespected me. And he just came me back and he was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, like I was drunk, I didn't mean to disrespect you and all that good stuff. And then he was like, can we hang out tonight, can we talk? And then me, being young and dumb, I was like, yeah, we can talk. He was like, I just really want to apologize. And I was like, okay, for sure. Then he was like, okay, send me your address. So I sent him my address and everything, and he comes over. We're chilling. I go like in my little pajamas and everything, sweater, some PJs, and then I hop in his car, and we're just sitting there talking, and he's apologizing, and I'm just telling him like, hey, don't try that shit again. Like, we could be cool, like we could be friends. Like, you don't have to do all that stuff. Like, we said what we said. We knew it was the end. You didn't have to do all that. And he was like, yeah, I'm sorry. It was never my intention to hurt you and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, for sure. And then, oh my gosh, he hit me with that, can I get a kiss though? And yeah, he was fine. He was attractive, and I was young and dumb, and I was new to the dating game, okay? So I was like, yeah. And I gave him a kiss. And I was just like, wow, okay. And then that kiss led to some other things, and he ended up spending the night, and I know, don't come from my neck. I know, it was really stupid. So he ended up spending the night, and I called my friends the next day, and when I say they were on my ass, y'all, like they were on my ass, like they were like, you stupid bitch, like why would you do that? Like, and I was like, I know, but he's just so fine. But you know, eventually me and him, we cut it off because I wasn't feeling him anymore. I think it was just a lot of sexual attention there that just needed to be satisfied. And yeah, I got what I needed from him, he got what he needed, and we kind of just like deaded it right there. And that was number one, the first Gemini I could not deal with, because yeah, that whole last story. So on to Gemini number two. His story is very short. We met on Tinder. We exchanged each other's Snapchats. I got his number and everything. We like FaceTime and everything. And he was really sweet. Like, he was really nice. He would always text me like, hey, how you doing? And like, we would just like conversate throughout the day and stuff. But he lived pretty far, so I didn't really like expect too much to happen. But we pretty much got into it because constantly, like, throughout the nights, I'll be like, I'm someone who likes to like just sleep in his underwear. Like, that's just who I am. Like, I just sleep in my undies. I love just chilling. So he'll always be like, oh, so what you doing? I'm like, oh, I'm nothing, just chilling, laying down. And then he's like, oh, let me see some. And I'm like, okay, you let me see some. And he would be like, no. And he would be like really upset. And because I'll be like, no, if you're not gonna let me see anything, then why would I let you see anything? And he's like, oh, whatever. And then like he did that a few times, and like we just kept going back and forth a few times. And then one night I just called him a fuckboy, and then he got his feelings because I called him a fuckboy. And it's like, okay, you really don't see anything else besides my body. You don't care about my personality. You don't care about my mind. Like, you just see a pretty face and a nice ass body, and I appreciate it. But there's more to me than just that. And yeah, so we ended up just cutting it at that. And I mean, I did apologize to calling him a fuckboy because that hurt his feelings. But I mean, I meant what I said, and I said what I meant. So yeah, I mean, it just sucks. It sucked. But that's pretty much me and his story. And number 3, I think I'm gonna save that for another story time because that's a lot. That's a lot to unpack. So yes, I'm gonna save that for another story time. Thank you guys for tuning in to this week's video. Please like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment. Share with your friends, share with your mama, share with your brother, share with your sister and sissy, share with your sister, share with your auntie, share with your social media. Just let them know that boy is out here working hard. And yes, always remember, don't be petty, be pretty, because pretty bitches win, and that's on Mother Truckin', period. Alright, bye!